Revelation Online opens the floodgates, the secret world might be going free to play, all that and more. I'm Zach Sharps and this is Free to Play Weekly. First up in the news this week, Trial World's free-to-play voxel-based MMO Trove is arriving on consoles soon. In fact, the official launch date for both the Xbox One and PS4 is March 14th. As expected, the beta resulted in a variety of changes and improvements to how the game plays on the consoles. Some of the changes of note are an update to the loot collector, a new inventory menu, and improvements to the club UI. For those looking forward to it hitting consoles, this is certainly good news. Those of you looking forward to Behavior Interactive's Warhammer 40k Eternal Crusade but wanted a free-to-play option, may be happy to hear that in an interview with MMORPG.com, producer Nathan Richardson announced that the game will in fact be getting a free-to-play mode in the very near future. In fact, it could possibly be even live right now as we speak. This mode will allow players to play a limited set of classes from all 4 of the game's factions. Free players will advance at 1/3 the rate of paying players though, and this move of course comes from the fact that the game had a less than stellar reception, and with its player base lingering, the team is hoping to draw in more players. Can't say that's a bad thing, and if we hear more, we'll be sure to let you know right here on MMOBomb.com. If you bought our Founders Pack for My.com's free-to-play MMORPG Revelation Online, chances are you've been playing the game as of late because early access is going strong. That said, those of you who didn't buy a Founders Pack will be happy to hear that depending on when you watch this video, the floodgates are now open. Yes, on the 6th, open beta officially begins. I've been playing the game as of late, and I feel like it's an early beta rather than early access to an open beta. Between certain features not being implemented, but tooltips saying to utilize them, lots of stuff including important story choices not being localized yet, and on top of all that, there's a memory leak issue causing crashes to periodically occur. So, I mean, yeah, the game is certainly not as polished as most open betas tend to be. Hopefully the 6th also brings us a patch to fix some of those issues. If not, I'll still be playing because the game is really fun despite that. But My.com's huge lack of effort certainly won't be earning them a trip into my wallet anytime soon. Will you be checking out Revelation? Leave me a comment down below. The surprise of the week goes to Funcom though, who issued their financial report for Q4 of 2016, which included a look forward to 2017. In this look forward, we learned that the Secret World may add a free-to-play option soon. The declaration on the financial report stated, quote, "The Secret World will be relaunched during the first half of 2017, with several major changes to increase user acquisition and retention. The business model will also be changed with the story content to be made free," end quotes. Later, it was stated that the goal of the relaunch is to broaden the appeal of the game through redesigning the new player experience, implementing major improvements to gameplay including combat, new retention systems such as daily rewards, and adjustments to the business model. Some of this wording could be targeting the game's additional DLC and not the full game, but considering Funcom couldn't clarify with us to shoot down if that was just a misunderstanding, there's definitely more to this story. As always though, we'll keep you updated on this development on MMOBomb.com, and also if there's big news, then I'll be sure to update you guys next week on Free to Play Weekly or the weeks after depending on when that big news happens. It does beg a question though, so it's time for the question of the week. Last week on the show I asked which publisher do you guys despise? The ones that came up the most were Aria Games, Trion, Gameforge, and Nexon. Seems like those 4 need to get their act together. This week's question is a bit of a poll though, so if you wish to contribute to such a thing, be sure to leave your response down in the comment section below. This week's question is, if the Secret World goes free to play, would you play it? If not, why? Curious how many of you guys would, because if the comment revamp is good enough, I'd certainly return. Last up in the news this week, those of you who remember to pray to the RNG gods, who I wish will always give us strength, will be happy to hear that Blizzard's hit free-to-play CCG had its next expansion revealed. Called Journey to the Ungaro, the new expansion adds 135 cards, which includes a new card type and new mechanic. The new card type, the Quest, is a legendary card that automatically goes into your hand at the start of the game and deploys on your hero like a secret, and if you fulfill its conditions, you claim a great reward. The new mechanic, on the other hand, is Adapt, which functions like Discover for minions. As for when the set launches, you'll have to wait until early April. Get your daily praying in, the RNG gods do not forget. You know what will arrive before April? More giveaways, of course. Yes, always be sure to check on that giveaways page, give it roses, play some romantic music, and maybe, just maybe, it will reward you. As for myself, signing off until next week's show, my name is Zach Sharps and I'll catch you guys next time.